Okay. Here's the current setup that I have. This is recording using Oculus Mirror. I'm using Vorpex and the Drake Buccaneer. I don't know if you can see my track IR setting and my settings here. Let's see. Display settings, image settings. Full VR mode. I'm going to go ahead and I'm in geometry. I've got it scaled to 2. I've tried scaling it up even higher and like nothing. Head tracking I have up high because of, like, I had it at 1, I think, to start with, and it just felt sluggish. I think I'll leave it at 1. I don't know. Maybe that was something else. So when why is my ship throttled up? It shouldn't be. When I'm sitting here, it's hard to convey because you can only watch this on flat screen. I don't feel like I have full 3D. It's there, but it's also not. And I don't expect Elite Dangerous or, VR chat levels of 3D. Although I've been told that it is supposed to be fully 3D. This image in my headset doesn't have as much depth as I think it should have. And I've played things like DCS and Elite Dangerous and Flight Simulator and VR Chat and Half-Life Alyx. I've played other full VR titles, so I know what I should be expecting, and this does not feel like what I should be expecting. Additionally, when I pan my head, like, the FOV is weird, so everything on my peripheral vision is doing this weird mush. And no, I'm not in peaking mode. This is peaking mode, although I'm not centered anymore because I took my headset off. And it's not centering now, but whatever. Like, there's edge peak mode. That's fine. I do notice that right there in the center screen, that top bar, and actually it's more noticeable along the bottom, that when I'm in this mode, I can sometimes kind of see that. I got rid of it by, like, just zooming the view in. My current in-game FOV, I believe, is set to... up to 90. I've tried going higher, and that makes the screen mushing worse. I mean, let's try 85. Turn the game. Yeah, see, it feels like everything is moving and mushing in and out, like it's stretching, like it's wider view. On top of that, I don't have full, like, I can kind of tilt my head a little bit left and right, but, like, if I want to look down at my joystick, like, I'm moving my head forward, but I'm not getting my face any closer to my controls. So I can't lean and look over the edge there. I don't know if that's just a general limitation of Star Citizen or if that's a setting that I'm missing. I just feel like somewhere in the setup process, there is a step that I'm missing, and I don't know which step it is. I've disabled Easy Anti-Cheat. I've ran the Star Citizen VR tools. And you can see here, I actually don't know if the VR settings are popping up. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do to stop my ship from accelerating every single time I hit delete. I don't know why. Delete is not bound to anything, but as soon as I hit delete, my ship goes to full power. Oh, that's the wrong button. Shut the engines off. I hit delete, and you can see I have 3D rendering geometry. I've tried toggling between... that's off. Let's see, that looks... I don't see any difference. Z adaptive. That just feels like... It feels like everything's just mushy again. Z normal. And geometry. And, like... Geometry seems to be the one that's okay. Let's see. Let's turn it down to 1. Like, this is the only one that's halfway working at 3D. But it's still, like, as I'm panning my head left and right, like, it's just, the peripheral vision, that's what's getting me. Like, on the very edges of the screen is just mush. I don't know what I'm missing. Send help. Send beer. Send, I don't know. obscure red versus blue quote of "send more men." Well, how long you guys been down there? Ah! And the problem is, here's the big problem. Okay, even though it's not working properly, even though I cannot get VR to work properly, it has ruined Star Citizen for me. I cannot go back to playing flat screen, so I'm like, oh, fix the issue. Figure this shit out. Oh. At the same time, like, how much money has Star Citizen raised and they still can't get VR to work? Like, we don't have native VR support, but we have native Track IR support. When arguably there's probably more people playing VR than there are people who are using Track IR. Like, ah! Anyways, if anyone has any pointers, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at after like 4 days of on and off fiddle fucking with it. So, thanks for listening to me rant.